Hey, what's up everybody, it's Magic Game 75 here today. I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club. This is Act 1 Part 2. I'm still in Act 1 Part 2 because this one is really long. It's very long. I don't know when this was going to end. This is Act 1. It's so long. It's long as fuck, bro. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into... Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you, and I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Neski? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have a fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squids? You, of all people. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Oh, damn, she tried to roast her? Damn, that's the key. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk at the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. What would it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worried glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Mr. Gaming, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Metro Gaming. You certainly know a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she never really liked this. She's always talked to me about things that bother her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also your friend with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try to talk to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Metro Gaming. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine, you know? She's always that girl, guys, but annoying as well. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Metro Gaming. Have you ever thought about that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. So you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said something to forget about, but I already know that I won't be able to get her word out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else. I mean, she says, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? That's why I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one who behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. I wonder. Who should I share with first? I'll go with Sayori first. Let's see. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, but you're gaming. Ah, thanks. Sir, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Eh? Of course, everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Metro Gaming. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your own poems like the way Yuri does, or even Atsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else. Wait, of course I do, but that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have something sometimes to put up with me, and I have to sometimes to put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something, though. Hey, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when you think about you. Sayori, no, Metro Gaming. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steadily all of a sudden. If you have fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori, come on. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head, she sniffles, and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Metro Gaming. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. It's like she's a mother to me and that she's like telling me to go have fun as she's doing something. I'm gonna go home a little early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Oh man. Who should I show my poem to next? I guess Monica. I'm Metro Gaming. Have you thought about what you submit before the performance festival? Well, being in this club is the thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It will also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so instant with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little bit off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well, once again, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, just make sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you right now. Alright? Alright. Oh, this is gonna be long. I'm not gonna feel like reading this. I'll just let you guys see. Alright, let's continue right now. You know, I feel like learning and looking at, for instance, are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of my mind. So that's what I wrote about. I see. I really never put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Haha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are aren't two-dimensional creatures. We're three-dimensional, though. I wish you were three-dimensional too, Monica. I think you know that better than anyone. I mean, you mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Oh god, one-dimensional. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writings because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing's good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything they went into, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem next to? Alright, Yuri. Well done, Mr. Game. You definitely improved your writing over the course of these days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing a writing like this is a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying and sharing their writing and seeing what others think. Good thing. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend the personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Metro Game? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know. As always, I believe what most important is exploring and discovering yourself. And that's comforting, at least. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always suffocated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome? How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound like in your head. I meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I overthink and come those sort of conclusions. I'm just a little used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked? Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright, do you want to share your poem now? Okay, here. Sheesh, I'm not even going to read cursive writing. Okay, I know the first one's beach and all, but hey, you guys can look at this. I'm not going to read this one. Alright, let's continue. I'm aware that the beach is kind of inane things to write about, you know, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Neski and I, well, It was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again, as opposed to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I had particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request, but well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright. This one's alright. Alright? Yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's not just really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Is that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No. Gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you end up just scare me anyway? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Oh, man. Nasty almost connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too... How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing has even happened. Oh boy. My bad. Alright. I'll just let you guys read this. Hold on. Alright. I'm out. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write up something of a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Jeez, that's better not have said anything about bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Ugh, you can really see her doing that. Making us write about a simple topic, then try to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did anyway. I mean, I guess might end up being kind of a metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. At least it was. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you just say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You divided from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird? Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri's immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadow that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Looks like the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Seems like you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Whoa. Nancy, please show some density. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early? Is that so? Hope she's alright. Seriously, of all times to not go home with her to pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey? Oh no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendships with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Whew. That's a curious expression coming from Yuri. Of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What'd she say? Anyways, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might end up all need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. Oh, okay. She could do this. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sarah will be helping me design them. And as for you, Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless, bro. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki is pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Ah, that's maybe the case. But if I can't be able to be a leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? I'm about that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her decks and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Metro Gaming. The one who's truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. It could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of the club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice that you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you like to handle the baking on your own. Michigan may not like to be around if you make him out to be a annoyance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assist with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Metro Gaming to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, come on, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up for Metro Gaming to decide who he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though, jeez. Can we just sell this already? Yeah, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Who am I gonna go with? Alright, let's go with Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer it with Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Damn! Just think of the club, okay? Oh my god. They don't want to pick... no. I know like how I did back in 4 years ago, I went for Yuri on this one. I don't even know how hard would this be. Either way, I could just go for... fuck. Who am I kidding? Let's just go back to 2017 with this stuff. Well, probably the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Why are you getting so scared? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Michigan. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I will be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited. may not be right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Mr. Gaming? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What was you, Neski? Neski, what? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I didn't really know how why Mr. Game picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good with that. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she's already has trouble with words, she trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri is trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up. I start to follow Monica and Neski out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. Realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. I should give you my phone number. Oh, yes! I think that will be the best way. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers? Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you, you know? I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case it won't be a problem. So I don't have to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not really nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Mr. Gaming. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt so bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks so with an extremely tense expression. You're overthinking this. You want me to point it out. Well, you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you what I wanted. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I have to prefer to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when you're outside of the school. She even told me she was looking forward to. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori might find out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, Monica said this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it then, I'll have a good time. Oh, yes. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's coming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimidating person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting aside Yuri, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club yet already early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in my back of my mind. Between what Sayori said, what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than that, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it happen simply enter each other's house again like we're family. The house is quiet. Sarah isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to the bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Mr. Gaming. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is always messy, as it always been. I recognize the same stuffed animals and all decorations that she had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I ended up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly want to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. It's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you're doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Metro Gaming. Why can't it just be like it always has been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You would have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. Well, this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decides to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. What? Sayori? I grabbed Sayori by her shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. So it gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Mr. Gaming. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say, aren't you, Mr. Gaming? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Oof. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason there is to do anything when I'm fully how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and carry me to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone's worried about me, I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want to so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like you've been portrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have already done everything I could to support you. Even if there's nothing only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you have to do is do as well for me. You don't understand at all, Metro Gaming. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste efforts caring about me instead of doing the important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I want to so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else to do. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided to the world to just want to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, Dad. I don't understand. I understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. Not much gaming. There's nothing at all. The only thing that I could have helped is if everything could be like it always was, but I was selfish. I finally show you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down to Sayori's face. I made you join the Illusion Club because I was selfish, and I was punishing by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Much gaming. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. See, every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Metro Gaming. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Metro Gaming. Sayori barely managed to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish to you. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to be changed. I'll make these feelings to go away. And if there's anything that you need to do, you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Generally, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings about your gaming. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want me to come along and help out? It'll be fun. To my surprise, Yuri shakes her head. I'm sorry, I don't know if it will be a very good day for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Oh boy, I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I found myself feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is coming over. Yeah, I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Yeah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. And I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that. But I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, at least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take her to my room. Wow. First thing she does is glance around carelessly, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. Ah, no. I would be very embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched his wrist, which, when in the process of opening the desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. Wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. Let's go of... Look, I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of my hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help me with. Decorations and atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, moonlighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow! I know you plan on taking it far. Of course, I want to help out our guests at a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget about that you're a really pretty intense person. Intense. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. Something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought something for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Riri rushes to her bag. She pulls out candles and wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I have to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in the black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this. It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors of positive atmosphere. Well, must be is, huh? Well, that's the end of today's video, everyone. So, thank everyone for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.